Hey YouTube, it's Erin and I am the Handbag Housewife and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is sadly an unboxing gone wrong. I've already opened the box and inspected what was inside and I am so bummed out, but I wanted to share it with you because I think it will provide some valuable information to you regarding purchasing pre-loved on eBay. So I got ahead of myself and I purchased my May bag. I have a set of rules that I've established for me so that I don't spend as much this year. And I made a whole video about it, which I'll link down below, called Buying Bags, I think in 2024. And in the thumbnail, it says the rules. So that video, that kind of lays out what I want to do in terms of buying and selling to kind of moderate the amount I spend over the course of the rest of 2024. And one of the things I've allowed myself to do is to purchase a luxury handbag or piece of jewelry in the month of May to celebrate my anniversary with my husband and to make that purchase without feeling guilt. One of the things about buying pre-loved items is that if you see something and it's an amazing deal, you kind of have to jump on it because that same item isn't going to be available. Now, there may be a different one that looks a lot the same, but it's not going to be the exact same item. And so when I came across this bag on eBay, it was something that I have kind of wanted for a while. I tried it on in Kansas City, really liked it. I've had the smaller version of it in my past, and I did like it, but I ended up rehoming it because I was worried about the hardware. So before I go any further, let's just get into what the heck I'm talking about so it makes more sense. When a handbag is purchased on eBay and it's over $500, they do have an authentication program, and this bag did go through it. And so I've had amazing experiences with eBay authentication. I've really only had one instance where I felt like they missed something before now, but I feel like they missed it big time with this one, and I'm very surprised. Now, anybody can have a bad day, but this is front and center, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. In the description, the seller listed this handbag in excellent use condition, and the only thing she noted was some hairline scratches on the magnetic clasp. And when I opened the bag, the first thing I saw was the front plate. And I'm going to zoom in right here. If you look at the front YSL, there is definite wear to a lot of the edges on it. And when I reached out to the seller immediately upon receiving this bag, she told me that when she sent it, that those were not there. She saw what I was talking about in the pictures. I don't know. I suppose it could have happened in transit, considering the chains were loose like this. I don't know if that would be enough to do that. But when I opened it and saw those, I immediately knew that this was not the bag for me because it costs too much to have that kind of wear to it, even though I did get a great deal. My vision is not good enough to find these things without my glasses on. So the other bit of wear that immediately stood out to me was on this corner. You can see that the finish on the paint is completely worn off. And so for me, this was not disclosed, and corner wear is an issue. I don't want a bag with corner wear, and I'm willing to pay a little more for a pre-loved bag that doesn't have it. And so when I saw that, it was, again, for me, an immediate no-go. Now, this surprises me that these two things made it through eBay authentication because they do check the description of the item and the photographs against the item that they receive oftentimes, if not most times. And I've had them reach out to me and ask me if I still wanted an item whenever there's been a discrepancy. In one case, there was, I guess, two parts to a purchase that I made. There was a bag and a wallet, and they reached out to me and said, "We don't authenticate wallets. Do you want to cancel the purchase?" And of course I said, "No, please send me the bag and the wallet." And so that one went off without a hitch. There was another case where there was a bag that had staining inside that wasn't disclosed, and they reached out to me and they said, "There are stains inside. Do you still want this handbag?" And I said, "No." Now with this one, there was like a tiny dot of something on one of these brakes, and I'm not even going to try to find it. But when I saw it in the photographs that the seller provided, it didn't bother me. I was okay with it. What I'm not okay with is wear and tear that is not disclosed, because I like to be able to make my own mind about whether I'm going to keep a bag or even to purchase a bag if it does have wear and tear. If I'm aware of it going into it and I decide that the price is reasonable and I can live with whatever it is, then that is a-okay. And unfortunately, in this instance, that was just not the case. So what do I do now? Well, I waited a few minutes and went on to eBay and reached out to the seller. I sent her pictures, like I mentioned before, and we had a conversation, and she told me that the damage was not there when she sent it and that I should contact eBay, which I did. I requested a return through eBay due to the fact that the item did not match the description that was provided, and it was immediately approved. I provided pictures in that request, but it was almost like an automated approval. It happened so fast. A free shipping label was provided to me, so I'm going to send this back today, and when it arrives at eBay, they will inspect it to make sure it is in the same condition it was in whenever they sent it to me. And I am curious if they take pictures of each of these items whenever they do inspect them. There is a card inside of here, and you can scan it with your phone. And when you scan it with your phone, it brings up a picture of the bag and says that it's authentic, basically. And when I do that, it brings up the original cover photo of the bag, not one that eBay took. So I'm hoping that they have their own photographs of the condition of an item as it was whenever it left their hands, because if they were relying on the seller's images that they had in the sales post, I don't think that's a good way to do it, because the seller could take those pictures and then continue to wear the bag while it is on eBay listed there. And if they do that, they could be putting wear and tear on it in the meantime. I don't anticipate a problem with sending this back, because when I received it, I went to FedEx to pick it up, and it was documented that I signed for it at 7:50. At 7:53, I took the pictures of the front plate in that corner, and by 8:10, the seller and I were communicating back and forth about the condition that I received the bag in. And so there is just no way that I could have put that wear on the bag. I mean, I know that they can even geolocate photos to see that I took the pictures 3 minutes after opening it in the FedEx parking lot. I don't think eBay is going to go that far to prove that I didn't do the damage. I think they're probably just going to grant the return. But if I needed to, I definitely could defend myself and say, no, I didn't put the wear on the bag, and the tags are still attached. With eBay, they won't let you return a bag that's went through their authentication program if the tags are not attached, but these clearly are. So I'm not going to put my items inside this bag or anything, because it's not mine to keep, but I do want to hold it up next to my small Lulu puffer, which I'm currently using, so that you can see how similar they are in size. If you look like this, you can see they're pretty close. The Niki is slightly taller. It's also slightly wider, not in depth when you look at it like this, but it's just ever so slightly longer, like less than an inch, but it's slightly longer than the small Lulu puffer. There's not a lot of shape to this bag, and I kind of like that. I like the grungy look. I like it being all smooshy. The leather feels absolutely amazing. But if you look on the pre-loved market, these do have a lot of wear and tear on the plate and on the corners. And so for that reason, I'm not sure this is the right bag for me. I thought I was getting a good one, but I don't really want to deal with getting them and having issues repeatedly. Sometimes if there's a fail that happens like this, I kind of feel like it's not meant to be. And I spoke with my friend Julie about this bag today. She has her own channel, Agent Bag Reviews. I'll link it down below. And she told me that she had ordered one of these from Fashion File and had a similar issue where there was damage here and on the chain or the grommets, and Fashion File didn't disclose it. And so she had to send that one back. She did tell me though that whenever you load these bags up, they can really distort in a not so pretty way. And I have never experienced one of the medium size with my stuff in it, so I can't speak to that. But I will tell you that I did have the baby and used it and really liked it. Sold it only because I was worried about the black hardware chipping, but I didn't have any issues like that with the smaller baby size. So I think that wraps it up. I will definitely update you about the return process. I feel like it will go smoothly, but I do have evidence of the time I signed for it and the time I discovered the damage if I were to need that. And I also made the purchase through PayPal, and PayPal does have my back as well. So with all that, I'm confident that the return will go through. Of course, I'll let you know. And I shouldn't have bought this bag anyway because it's my May purchase. So now I haven't made my May purchase, which is a good thing. I don't think I should probably have bought it this far in advance, even if I was planning on not using it. I just thought, oh, it's such a good deal. Sometimes things are too good to be true, and in this case, that's what happened. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.